According to our Coptic faith, miracles are defined as divine acts that surpass nature and are beyond the natural or logical explanations. They are either performed directly by God or by God through his saints in a way that surpasses any logic or explanation or any human abilities. Miracles are called miracles because man cannot come up with anything like them. The Lord of glory gave his power to his saints in order to perform miracles, because he will never leave himself without a witness in every generation and every era. God honored Father Faltaous and gave him the ability to perform miracles, from healing the sick to expelling devils and evil spirits to performing great and marvelous wonders. God granted Father Faltaous this virtue as a reward for all his spiritual perseverance and his many struggles throughout his life as a monk. It is also a testimony to the many virtues that he earned in the life of monasticism. Prior to stating all the miracles that God performed through the hands of Father Faltaous, we would like to state the conditions that comprise a true miracle that comes from God, as well as how it differs from the deception of the devil, so that we are not deceived by him. May God protect us from that. The Church has a few conditions that are required in order to confirm a miracle, and they are: 1. The piety of the person through whom God is glorified and the miracles performed. The person whom God performs a miracle through must be a holy person who leads a holy life and has a strong relationship with God, and he needs to be known by others as holy and reverent. 2. The way through which the miracle is performed needs to be holy. The miracle needs to be performed through prayer or through water and oil, which have been sanctified through prayer so that they become holy. 3. The goal of the miracle. The goal of the miracle is to glorify God's holy name, to strengthen people's faith, and to attract people to the kingdom of heaven. In other words, a miracle can be performed for an ill person or any person needing a miracle. However, the most important of all miracles is to heal a person's soul. Mark 6:13 states, "And they cast out many demons and anointed with oil many who were sick, and healed them." There are countless miracles that God performed through the hands of Father Faltaous, and we personally witnessed some of them. Other miracles were recited to us by others who experienced them personally. This was not only a spiritual virtue that God granted Father Faltaous, it was also a unique spiritual phenomenon, a one-of-a-kind virtue that shines amidst our current era. A true virtue is a fruit and a witness to the spiritual person who embraces it and with whom God is pleased. Father Faltaous struggled and persevered on behalf of his spiritual life, and this enabled him to reach high levels of spirituality as well as purity in heart. This is what led him to embrace the virtue of healing the sick and performing many other miracles. It was and continues to be illustrated in multiple instances. Many people received healing from deadly and incurable diseases such as cancer in all its different forms. What was strange, though, was that those who were ill did not go to visit Father Faltaous directly in order to ask for his prayers in behalf of their healing. Instead, being a hermit, he would go and visit them, either in body or in spirit. Sometimes he would visit those ill people alone, and other times he would be accompanied by a martyr or a saint. As soon as a person intercedes with Father Faltaous, even if he had no previous knowledge of him, Father Faltaous would come to his rescue according to God's will. Indeed, it is a virtue that is called upon from heaven, and it surpasses the limits of time, places, and even relationships.